Hi everyone and welcome to Calm Creations Craft Flosstube. My name is Tia. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a new project that I started. I wasn't going to do it, but I have absolutely no willpower, so I have started it. It's a slow stitching project that is hosted by Sarah and Rachel from Roxy Creations. Last year or the year before, I think it was, I don't even know, they did their volume 1, which was a journal of stitchery, and so I'll show you where I'm up to on that one. That was done in a book form, so you use an old book cover and that's how you're going to display your journal of stitchery. So the first few prompts were to create the sampler pages, and then you do your title page, and then you go on to do all the prompts. So I've done the sampler pages, and I've also started my cover page. So this is the old book that I've deconstructed. I've cut out the text block, and this is where I'm up to. So this is my cover page. Let me zoom you in a little bit that I've started. Actually, I'll show you the sampler pages first. So these are the sampler pages. They give you all the stitches to do, and then you just go through and learn all the new stitches and stitch them onto your pages. So these are my first two. These are, hang on, I've written them all down. So stitches 1 to 5 were running stitch, whipped running stitch, back stitch, stem stitch and split stitch, and then stitches 6 to 10 were cross stitch, seed stitch, French knots, colonial knots and pistol stitch. Stitches 11 to 15 were chain stitch, lazy daisy, satin stitch, herringbone, fly stitch. Stitches 16 to 20 were bullion knot, couching, blanket stitch, weaving and turkey work. So I've done all of those in my samplers. So that is those there. And what I did is I got, let me show you from work, a couple of packets of these. They were on clearance. They were like 63 cents. So I got a couple of packets of those with all the different colours, and that's what I've been using for my slow stitching. So those are my sampler pages, and then this is the beginning of my title page. So what I've done is I've crocheted some little mini doilies. They're tiny, and I've made them into flowers, and I've made a little house, and I've couched on, I don't know if you can see the rainbow, I've couched on the rainbow, and I've made a little yo-yo or Suffolk puff, and I've put a beaded cluster in the centre of the sun, and just done some running stitch with French knots. I'll show you how I did that, because what I did was, where's my bit of paper? Is I drew out my page on the piece of fabric, and then I just traced and cut out the shapes that I needed to lay it all out. So that's my little sketch that I did. And then laid everything out and stitched it down. So I've applique stitch, blanket stitch that around, and just did a teeny tiny, I think it was a back stitch for all the lettering, and French knots for the dots on the eyes, and that's my cover page so far. So that's where I'm up to. That's volume 1 that they did. So all the videos are on their channels for how to do all the stitches, for all the prompts, and so that's that one. Okay, and then they did a Christmas edition, which I haven't done. Willpower, Tia, willpower. But even though Christmas is my favourite. Anyway, but volume 3, which is what they're up to now, is called Down the Garden Path. And they've done this one a little bit different, as in the layout's a little bit different. So what they've used is an old vintage sewing bobbin, the big wooden ones, and they're absolutely beautiful. But I don't have one of those. So I'm going to make my own bobbin. Let me show you what my thoughts are. I've cut out some circles and some batting and cardboard, and I've got this tube from work, just an old tube, and then that will go on there. So that will eventually be my little wooden spool. So this one they're doing is a snippet roll. So that's going to be how I'm going to display it, and I'll decorate this when my snippet's finished, because I want the colours all to match, so I don't know yet. But this is where I'm up to. So I've cut my long length of calico for my base, and the first prompt was wildflowers. So this is where I'm up to. So that goes along there. That's not been stitched down yet. So let's zoom in a little bit more. So I've named this the Rolling Hills of No Willpower, because I wasn't going to start it. Anyway, I've done a beaded trail going up through the hills, and these are my wildflowers. I've done the same again with my sun, a little beaded cluster in the centre of the sun, and just some running stitch around the outside. This is my little cloud. Now I had intentions of doing punch needle for the dimension on the cloud, but I tried it and it was a fail, and I've made a mess of the piece of fabric. So I've cut out a piece of calico and invisible stitch that on, and I will embellish that. So the punch needle went out the window. It was harder than I thought it would be, but anyway, I'll persevere and try it again, but just not on this project. So then this moves along to the next prompt, which is a secret door or garden gate. So this is going to be my garden gate, and it's going to be hinged on the side here, and I'm going to leave this so that you can open the gate and there'll be something or someone or something behind the gate. So that's my little garden gate. And that's where I'm up to so far. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put some camphor stitch through the clouds and the sun, just to create some cloud movement. So maybe I'll do that today, because I haven't decided what I'm going to put behind the gate. So I'll just put a pin in that to hold it there. I bought another small wool pressing mat, and this one sits on my desk perfectly. The other one, my other one's too big. Well, it's not too big, but it's a pain to have to move, so I'll keep the big one for my quilting. And then I bought another little wee one, it's only 10 inches, to keep on my desk for my hand embroidery. So let's do some exciting running stitch. Where did my needle go? That one's too big. What's that one? That could be one. That could be useful. Glasses might be a good idea. So I hope you've all been well. I haven't filmed a video for ages. I've just been, just had no time. So, but I'll give this a go and see how it works out. And what I want to do is just put some stitches along through those clouds. So let me get in a bit closer. So we had stock take at work a few weeks ago, and that was hard work, but we got there in the end. That was some very, very long days indeed. We had to work, the managers and I, we had to work 3 13-hour days from 7 in the morning till 8 at night, and it was hard work, but we got there. So, and because there's only 4 managers, so myself and 3 others, doing the majority of the work, but it's done now, so that's good. For another 6 months, and then we've got to do it all over again. So we do it every 6 months. What else has been happening? It's coming up to Easter, so we're going to have school holidays at the end of this week. Today is, what day is it today? Tuesday morning. We've got extended trade this week, which means we're open from 8 AM to 8 PM Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's going to be busy, but makes the days fly by, which is good. I don't know how I'm going to embellish that cloud. I thought a whole bunch of French knots, I thought about weaving, I thought about turkey work, I thought about, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to think about that a bit more. Oh, now I wanted to show you something. Where did I put it? Not in my other basket. Right, just wait there a sec. If I can find it. Now, I don't have any sequins, but what I found in some stuff from, that was my mum's, and that I can use in slow stitching was this. And it's something that I'm never ever going to use on a garment. So this is how it's been stored for over, oh God, I don't know, for as long as I can remember. So, not sequin, oh there's sequins in it, but this is a piece of the collar of the garment. Now it's so heavy, but I thought about pulling it apart and reusing all the pieces. I don't know if you can see it. It is absolutely gorgeous, but it, you know, it's just not something that, you know, would be worn. So I don't know if she saved it from a, looks like she has, from an outfit, and it's all hand done. Look at all those hand stitches. See, I can see some sequins in the back. Actually, I did buy some sequins, excuse me, from work. Just a little cheap packet. But I could use all of those, and the little pearls, and at least then I'll be able to put them into a piece and have some sort of special piece of my mum in there. So, but there were all sorts of weird and wonderful things, and I forgot I had them. I mean, look at this. It's not ever something that, she used to collect these patches, you know, for clothing. That was the National Party, that's, you know, politicians, God knows why she bought that, but anyway. These little bugs. Don't know what that is. Some crest for somewhere. Olympic BC Tokoroa, 1954. Oh, these are my brother's Air Force wings. Stratford on Avon, Shakespeare's birthplace. Wow. Because she travelled a lot, so, you know, these are places that she's been to. That's over in the UK, I'm guessing. Europe somewhere. Rotorua, Franz Joseph, Hawaii, Auckland, and Helen, that's my mum. But look at this. It's all made out of sequins. It's a little dog. Isn't he? Like, it would never ever be put on a piece of, on a garment now, but she used to buy all sorts of, but all of these sorts of little things, I can reuse these, and I will. So anyway, I just thought I'd quickly share that with you. Oops, that there. Right. So, where are we up to? Yeah, I just bought, because you can embellish, and I don't even know where I put them now. You can embellish with sequins, and I don't know where I put them. Where did I put them? Anyway, I'll find them. It was just a cheap $2 packet of sequins from work that I thought I could use for centres of flowers, or some form of embellishment. So that's my idea with that. But yes, I wasn't going to do this project, but it just, you know, I'm part of the Facebook group, and the ladies and gentlemen on there that are doing this project are just so so creative, and I just kept seeing all these wonderful pieces of art that I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a go at it. So here we are, in the rolling hills of I have no willpower. And the prompts, I think, come out, is it every month or every month or every 2 weeks, I think. So we're up to prompt 6, but because I've only just started, I'm still catching up, but that's okay. There's a lady that I watch on YouTube, and she's doing 4 of them, like if that's commitment. And she's doing champagne garden, she's doing what else, a French garden, a splash of colour, and another one, I can't remember the other one, but her work is absolutely incredible. Her style, her you know, the supplies she uses are all very vintage, and her work is just absolutely beautiful. Her name's Corinne, and her channel is, she's on YouTube, her channel is To Be Loved Treasures by Corinne, and I worked it out that she owns some Christmas shops. She used to own 5, but now they've only got 3, I think she said. So, but one of them is near my work. So, and my Spotlight store where I work is her local. So, hopefully one day we'll be able to meet, and which will be really cool. But yes, it's yeah, I just absolutely adore her work, and she's started a new project. Well, she started it last year. She's doing a collaboration with another slow stitcher who is also very clever, who is Susanna from Vintage Blend Studio, and they're doing a Hendrix the hare, and he's this great big giant hare that's all patchworked and slow stitched, and he's gonna be good. They've only just started releasing the videos, and their plan was to, you know, release them around Easter time, which is next week, I think. So, but you use wire to form the shapes, and he's just this great big giant hare that is a doorstop. I thought, no dear, I'm very tempted to make it as well, but no, just not going to. So, but if I remember, I will link both of their channels down below, because their work is so clever. Right, and on the Facebook group, you want to see some of the, you know, they're just masterpieces. They're just so clever. Right, where did that, there it is. Do some more cloud movement. Yeah, so I don't start work today till 12 o'clock, I think it is, because of this extended trade. And so because it falls on my roster of late starts, it means that we have to do the late nights, but you know, that doesn't bother me. I still get a morning at home, so that's okay. So that's why I'm filming this now, because it's still, well, it's not really, it's 7 in the morning. Which way are we going to go? I think I might jump back over here. So I should have a little bit of time to be able to edit this and upload it. Before I have to head off, I have to take my daughter to work. And then head off myself. I went to we've got a shop probably about 15 minutes away, and it's like an emporium, and you know, they sell off liquidated supplies, and they also import from overseas, but they sell all sorts of things. Where are they? Out the way. Up there. Let's have a look. So I bought some of these trims. So this is what I've used for my flowers, for these bright flowers. So that's that one. So these will be probably featured throughout my snippet roll. And then I bought some of this one, and these are like a full flower with the leaves, and I thought I could colour those, maybe. And then I bought some of this plain, these are similar to the coloured ones, but they're just white. And then this one here is just absolutely beautiful. I only got like 30 centimetres because it was quite expensive. They're beautiful little flowers with rosettes and beads in the centre, but they're very, very pretty. So, and then I bought this other little bag of treasures. Hang on. Where did that other bag go? Of these little pieces, so they can be cut and used in your slow stitching. So there's some flowers and leaves, and they may feature throughout as well. So, and we're going up shopping this weekend. My second daughter's coming down for the weekend, so we're going to go out for breakfast on Monday, because I don't work Monday. She's taken Monday off, and we're going to go out for breakfast, and we're going to go up shopping, so, and see what treasures we can find. So that will be fun. And then it's our wedding anniversary next week. So that'll be fun. So I think we're going out for dinner. I've got to make a booking for that. Just have to confirm whether my oldest daughter is coming and little Master Spencer. Oh, he's such a little character. She messaged me the other day and she says, do you want your grandson? Because where I work it's not too far from where she lives, so it's convenient for her to just bring him and drop him off to me at work. So she messages and she says, would you like your grandson? And I said, and then she messages back and she said, please. And I said, oh, alright, hurry up and get here, because it was close to me finishing. And yeah, so she drops him off and here's Nanny. He's telling me all his woes. But little people are so amusing. I said, what do you want for dinner? And he says, pizza. Okay, so came home and Granddad made him a pizza for dinner. Right, now what have we got over? Come back over here. Okay, there's my, zoom you back in again, move that up there. So there's all my little stitches through there to create the illusion of movement in the clouds. So I don't know how to tackle that. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will have a think about that. But I think I'll leave it there for today. So thank you very much for popping in and saying hello and seeing what I've been up to. And I will see you all again soon. Thanks, bye.